Hello, this is Galzzly, and you're about to watch me play some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Meltdown. I think I joined this game late, so I have to get up to speed with where I'm going, but I do actually really well on this game. Today I'm actually going to do a proper commentary. It's actually going to be on the state of Call of Duty. I know there's been a few others around that other YouTubers have made, so I'm gonna throw my opinion into the hat. This was actually brought about because one of my friends sent me a tweet the other, probably actually the week, and it got me thinking about it. Where we were both getting really annoyed with while playing Black Ops 2, and it started a bit towards Modern Warfare 3 as well, with just the amount of crap that we were having to put up with. And I'll read you part of what he sent to me. This is, well, I actually think that Call of Duty is falling out of favour with the more mature and hardcore gamer. It all started to go downhill when Robert Bowling famously said, "Fuck you, Stan." And then they put it into the game anyway, along with something much worse in Dead Man's Hand. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to agree with that statement. Dead Man's Hand was abysmal to play against, and even worse on Modern Warfare 3, it just annoyed the living hell out of me. I'll send you a link to the video. I'll put an annotation on there on the screen, and I'll also put it inside the description, so feel free to check out where Robert Bowling does say, "Fuck you, Last Stand." But yeah, so they were supposedly listening to all the feedback that everyone in the Call of Duty community were giving them. I'm not sure that were actually happening, to be honest. I mean, they just put it back in anyway, regardless of whatever they said at the time. So, yeah, I think he did say that you're going to get a lot of kids on Call of Duty these days, because it's the being game, it's the big thing. It comes out every year, and everyone rushes to buy it. I've done it, and I know quite a few people that do the same thing as well. So, yeah, I don't think you're ever going to get away from that, to be honest, and it's down to anyone that wants to have a more quote-unquote mature experience online and playing games, whether they continue to just go for it, or whether they move on to something else. I'll probably stick with it, to be honest. I mean, at the minute I've started enjoying the game again. I'm quite happy with the way it's playing as well, to be honest. So yeah, I think they've made quite a few improvements since Black Ops 2 came out, at least anyway. I don't know if anyone else is feeling the same. Please leave a comment if you agree or disagree even, and maybe I'll put up a response video to any of the comments that come back. And yeah, moving on to what I got sent. It was quite a long tweet. It had to be used on Twitter longer, for Christ's sake. So yeah, this shows you how long we'd been talking about it, and it ended up into a nice big conversation, and I decided that I'd make a video about it as well. And the problem nowadays is all the kids love Call of Duty. Like I said, it comes out every year, and regardless of how much crap is inside the game that stresses, what, 80–90% of the people out, they'll still get it. They'll come back year after year, and we'll continue to get the same lack of variety, for want of a better phrase, in our games. The problem is, I know me and the friend that sent me the message, we've given every opportunity to Activision to improve the game, and like I said, we have gone back. I know the past 3 years, I think, I bought the hardened edition of the game. I can't see the point in paying for the big edition, mainly because I don't think I'd use anything that I'd get inside it, but the hardened edition I've gone for. And I think that for Black Ops 2, this will probably be the last time I do it, because I can't justify shelling out £80 a year on a game where what I'd get in hardened edition isn't worth it, and quite frankly I don't even see the game's worth £40 either. So what's the point? What is the point in us doing that? They've made some vast improvements. I know Von has been tweeting about saying that they're trying to improve a lot of things as well. But, you know, I think a lot of it's got to go down to, are you listening to what everyone's saying? Are you listening to what's being said to you? And I'm not going to lie, I think there's quite a lot of things that are just, quite frankly, being ignored. And it's down to the bigger voices that oppose everyone else's position, and they're the ones that get listened to anyway, because they're probably more famous, whatever. I don't know, who cares? But I'll just come back to lag. Why has no one ever fixed the lag compensation code inside these games yet? I mean, I know it's going to be a massive piece of code inside it. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably not going to understand how it works. But the lag compensation in this game, quite frankly, 90% of the time is fucking bullshit. It needs fixing, it needs something doing to it. It's just unreal at times. I'll have a couple of games, and probably this game that you're watching right now, I probably was the... no best way to put it, but the right side of the lag compensation. I was getting the better deal out of it, and everyone else was losing out to my gunfights. But I've had a hell of a lot of games where I am on the wrong side, and it just makes the game unenjoyable, to be honest. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just don't enjoy it anymore when it's like that. And I can go on a decent 4-hour night session and end up where I'll be on for about, what, 4 or 5 hours, and 3 hours out of that will be average at best, and then I'll end up with more than that, where I end up playing, well, not only fighting the opposition, but fighting the game itself, and that's just not fair. I can't see how anyone's not looked at this and looked at feedback from the community and sorted this out. It's just not fair. But again, we'll continue to fight. We'll just do this constantly. I'm hoping that something changes when the next gen consoles come out. So, you know, the Xbox 720 and the PS4. Will something change in this? I'm really hoping so. Anyway, that is my thoughts. Here's the final kill cam. So if you liked what I've been talking about, or not, please please subscribe as well. I'm still looking to try and grow my channel, so any subscriptions will be welcome.